Today on Network Africa, South Africa's Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan is ordered to appear in court in November over allegations he broke public finance rules. Burundi's government announces a suspension of cooperation with the UN Office for Human Rights. Plus, today is the International Day of the Girl Child. We'll look at the UN's goals side by side, the reality. Let's begin Network Africa. Welcome, everyone. I am Amarachi Ubani. The head of South Africa's National Prosecuting Authority, Shaun Abrahams, has announced that Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan is to appear in court along with two other officials on charges of fraud. At a press conference today, Mr. Abrahams gave details about the events which led up to the early retirement of a former Deputy Commissioner of the South African Revenue Service, Ivan Pillay. The Hawks' decision to prosecute Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan for okaying the 1.1 million rand early retirement package wiped nearly 50 billion rand off the GSE's banking index, which dipped by 5.2% today. Ms. Abrahams says the three men have been charged for misrepresentations to the pension fund in respect of a retirement fund which Pillay was not entitled to.
On the recommendation of the prosecutor, the Acting Special Director of Public Prosecutions and Head of the Priority Crimes Litigation Unit, Dr. Turi Pretorius SC, has decided that Mr. Pillay, Mr. Magashula and Mr. GORDHAN must be prosecuted and arraigned on inter alia the following crimes. Count 1, fraud in respect of the 1,141,178 rand and 11 cents, whereby the aforementioned persons had misrepresented to the Government Employment Pension Fund and to SARS that Mr. Pillay was entitled to full pensionable benefits in terms of the employee-initiated severance package, which was implemented for transformation initiatives, whereas in fact the aforementioned persons knew well that the employee-initiated severance package was not applicable to Mr. Pillay. Count 4, in respect of Mr. Pillay and Mr. Gordhan, in relation to the extension of the employment contract. The three accused have today been informed of the decision to prosecute them, and they have been served.
Let's go now to the CEO of Gentle Media in Johannesburg, Mr. Lucas Malloy. Mr. Malloy, appreciate your joining us today on Network Africa.
Good day, and good day also to your viewers.
How grave are the charges facing Mr. Gordhan?
I suppose it's a very sweet sorrow. We're seeing another charges of corruption that are appearing on a South African official that is serving in Parliament currently. I would say, look, any charges of corruption and that for any official, especially that is serving currently in Parliament, is quite serious, because then it, you've got opposition parties that want answers, and you've got the public that is saying we want in Parliament people that are clean and people who do not have any skeletons in their closet.
So he'd been plagued by controversy in recent past, especially as it has to do with President Jacob Zuma. Is there perhaps any connection between the charges and what may have transpired a few months ago?
Look, at this moment, there is, as one of, I had one of the members of Parliament and the leader of COPE saying that, actually Mr. Bantu Holomisa was saying that, this coming out like this, there is high-level gossip that these are things that are coming from the highest office in the land. You would understand that currently the president is not in the country, he's in Kenya, and all these things are coming in the absence of the president in the country. So you already hear opposition parties saying that this is just the second phase of what the president has been planning for Mr. GORDHAN. So that such speculations will come out, and as they call it, it's high-level gossip.
But he's probably not the only one who's guilty. I mean, no, sorry, who should have these allegations against him. There are others, of course, who may have been roped into this scandal, right?
At this moment, look, there's three of them, which were the officials at SARS at the moment, who are facing this particular allegations and that, or these charges. So that is what we're going to see. There is three of them. Should there be more people involved in it? Probably yes. But at this moment, this were the three highest officials that these charges will probably stick with.
This morning, Mr. GORDHAN joked about what he said was a bit of excitement going forward. What do you think he meant by that?
Look, for every court case, and especially that is involved in such a high-profile individual, and especially a serving minister, would be a case that has got a very big interest of the world, specifically because of the portfolio that the minister holds. But we are going to see quite fun and games in this, because now there is people that are saying that there are no charges there, that this is all a plan, this is all a conspiracy theory, and there, you know. So we will see what happens. People are saying the conspiracy, but the prosecuting authority has come out with charges which they've made public, and I suppose now it means that the minister has got a case to answer to, and this is what everybody has been saying, to say if there is a case that the minister needs to answer to, let the case be brought forward so that the minister can answer to, because nobody should be above the law. But the case was that let it come forth, let it not be a war that is fought in the media. And finally, we see fruition of that. It is finally going to the court of laws.
Well, going forward, has the announcement affected businesses this morning, or perhaps the economy? How are markets and how are business people and the whole of South Africa reacting to this?
Look, the news came out, we would not say very long ago, but we have seen the change in the market. You see the rand is starting to take a bit of a strain, and as expected, we will probably see it dipping a bit in that, because it is causing uncertainty on where to from now if the minister is charged. But look, it is one of those things that has always been expected. The good of it is that it is now in the court of law, and the whole world will finally understand what it's about, and speculation